Hello, 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 hello. Hey, I just wanted to do a little recap. There's a bunch of stuff that's happening that I have not got to yet on these reports. And I wanted to recap on, I know I did the 12th, but I wanted to kind of go through it just again because the other one was real quick. I was racing through it. But this day is, it's going to show what happens these next few days. So there was a person that wanted to, was threatening to take their life. Sorry, I have to use these words now because I don't like it either. It drives me crazy. I don't know why they put this, make us do this. It's just nuts. I mean, it's not fair. I mean, it's explaining something, right? And I just feel like we should be able to use the word, I mean, without having a curse word, This is not a curse word. This is not something, I don't know, it's weird to me. But anyway, I gotta do it. So, the Theolopius Tower, that is like a dorm type thing for like freshmen, I believe. And I think it houses like almost 700 something people. Anyway, so that's where that is. Anyway, resident harmed himself, lacerations on left arm, already bandaged by RA. Officers responded, transported to Gritman. No report. We've got a domestic dispute on Orchard Avenue. Reporting party advised that her husband is very intoxicated and is being belligerent. Caller asked him to leave, but he is refusing. Officer responded, no report. I hope they made him leave or something. That seems to go on so much, you guys, where there's domestic violence and they can't do anything about it, which is just bizarre to me that they can't do anything until something really, really happens. And it's not like something already didn't really, really happen. Maybe someone got hit around, talk to the point of like mental abuse. That mental and verbal abuse is almost worse than being the physical abuse, if you ask me, because it just tears you down and eventually it takes something from you that is very difficult to get back. And it's unfortunate that these things go on. It's unfortunate they can't do anything about it. Like, someone should be removed. And like, sometimes it's weird to me that say there's a man and there's a woman, right? And say I don't know, it doesn't matter who owns a house or whatever, but you've got the man who's doing something to you, and you've got, say you've got your cat there or something, and yet you're the one that needs to leave. Like, why? Why is that that person is harming you and you're the one that has to leave? That I will never understand. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. Anyway, I think it's wrong and they should do something about that. There's a parking problem, West 1st Street and South Almond. A vehicle that is parked in a no parking zone along the yellow curb, making it difficult to see. Unknown how long it has been parked there. Well, there's definitely that's almond down there with all that stuff that goes on around there. There's almond, there's ash, there's Ashbury. They're all like in that vicinity. So gunshots out on Orchard. Okay, so check this out. Domestic violence, 800 block of Orchard. Belligerent husband is very intoxicated and is being belligerent, look at it, refusing to leave. Asked him to leave, but refusing. Officer responded, no report. Now we've got gunshot sounds. East F Street and Orchard. Can hear gunshot sounds. MPD responded, determined to be people hunting in the area outside of city limits. Clear, no report. What if it's not? What if it's this person right here who is intoxicated and being belligerent? And what looks to be maybe his wife or girlfriend or whatever called, afraid, right? And now there's gunshots, but they determined it's people hunting in the area outside of city limits. Okay then, so be it. Suspicious person off Ash Street. Subject came in and was asking who owned several of the buildings nearby and acting strange. And that is something to be worried about. That's how, well, not how, but that David Trail, like he ran an insurance company, right? Like a really well-known, very loved insurance company there in town and all over the states and stuff. Maybe even the world. I'm not really sure how far it extended, but they were big good stuff going on there. So it says, Anyway, he was in his office working with another person who had been there from Seattle, actually, a guy he was talking to, and the guy that walked in was a renter of his, this Dave Trail, and he just walked in and just shot him 4 or 5 times. And so, like, when people are coming in and they're asking about certain things, like these buildings and stuff nearby or whoever owns them, this kind of, in this town, you'd be suspicious of that stuff. I'm telling you what, oh snap. So now we've got a suspicious person circumstance on 200 block of North Lily. So 2 people just tried to break in his back door, caught on camera, tall, wearing leather jacket. So could this be who was busy asking who owned these buildings? Maybe, maybe not. Well, then we got here, Morton Court Street. Malicious mischief. Back window smashed out this morning. Report taken. David Hathaway. That's nuts, you guys. It's just crazy. Mountain View Road. RP says she's been getting texts over the last year from random numbers, and it is becoming problematic. She believes she knows who it is. She would like to talk with an officer. That's also very scary. That's stalking right there. That's stalking, that's harassing, that's all of the above. And I hope she figured that one out. Stray animals, West A Street in Baker. We've got a dog loose, has a collar, but RP can't catch it. Clear, unable to locate. Yep, so we got a VIN number inspection. Southview Avenue, which is a cop shop. RP has paperwork for a VIN inspection. No report. Stray animals, Main Street. Dog on the east side of road and has been running in the roadway. Looked like he was trying to cross the roadway. Oh, be careful, doggy. Okay, another VIN. We got 200 block of Mountain View Road. Would like a VIN inspection. And then another stray animal off Kenneth. Found dog. Currently has it in their backyard. Responded and dogs returned to the owner. That's good. So that's probably who the dog was up here, it sounds like. Thank goodness. Agency assistance on this 100 block of Southview, which is the cop shop. So agency assistance. No report. I'm not even sure. Either maybe agency assistance, maybe they're called in to help with another officer, maybe as backup or something like that, or like to deliver a no contact order or something, is what I'm thinking. Traffic accident with injuries, Perimeter Drive in West 6th. Vehicle on its side. Someone inside being told she is okay. Officer responded. Perimeter Drive. So that's about up around there's some frat houses and stuff up around there. Got a parking problem. Construction truck blocking alley. Ongoing issue from construction employees. Oh, third. Yeah, I'm not sure what they're building there, but so we got another one down. A traffic accident at Southview cop shop. This morning, the RP's vehicle was hit by another vehicle. Suspect vehicle left, but the reporting party just thinks it's parked elsewhere in the parking lot. Suspect vehicle has paint transfer matching RP's vehicle. Well, that was smart of them, and lucky for the other person. Very suspicious person off Steiner Avenue. Reported they saw a rifle in the dumpster. Officer responded, determined to be a discarded BB gun. Well, BB guns can hurt too, and they can do damage, and they can be used in instances with, I know a lot of people who use them. No, I don't know a lot of people that do it, but I've heard of a lot of people using them to deter animals and things like that. And there has been reports that I've read on here where people are hanging out windows. They're using air guns, but they're also using, a couple of them were BB guns. So, maybe there's fingerprints on that thing that can, this is the kind of thing with what has gone on in this town that if I was a cop, a police officer, I'd be taking that thing and taking prints off of it. I seriously would. I don't know if that's illegal or not, but shoot, if you can catch a bad guy, catch a bad guy. Welfare check off Hayes Street. RP's daughter left a note. she was leaving. Unknown where she might have went. No report. Dang. So Hayes Street is really interesting. So Orchard and Hayes Street, they interchange. Like, you'll be on Hayes Street, it'll change to Orchard Street, then it'll be Hayes Street, then it'll be Orchard Street again. It's just bizarre. I went through that this morning looking for some stuff, and I was like, wow, that's crazy. Actually, with Kimberly Walker, she actually has a post on her community page that shows on 818, I think, Orchard Street, it shows a Elantra right there. And there's a red car parked by it as well, but there is no 818. That's the whole thing. You can go up and down that road. There's no 818 Hayes. There's no 88. That's hard to say. 818 Orchard. So it's like it's a non-existent address, but it's there. It says it's stamped right there that that's an address. So who knows what that's all about? Traffic violation off 95 highway. Oh, okay. So milepost 351, advising vehicle was coming up Steakhouse, swerving on the road and almost hit RP and the guardrail. Officers responded. Male transported to Gritman. No report. So the driver must have been transported. Or I'm not sure who was transported. I mean, they said that almost hit the RP and the guardrail. They didn't hit him, so officer responded, male transported to Gritman. So if they didn't hit him, why was somebody transported unless it was the other car? That, I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine with these reports. Abnormal behavior. 1000 block of West 6th Street. U of I security received a fourth party report about a student who was allegedly intoxicated and threatening to harm themselves. Officer responded, no report. Civil calls, 100 block of East 4th. Having issues with two homeless individuals. Reporting party wants to talk to an officer about the issues and go over options on how to handle this. Officer advised, no report. Stray animals, 1100 block of South Main. Stray dog running in the area, heading back towards campus near the trail. Officer responded, no report. Another stray animal, 600 block of Panorama Drive. Stray dog was last seen heading southbound towards Big Brown House. Officer advised, no report. Big Brown House is probably where it lives, hopefully. Steiner and Hawthorne, 2 stray dogs in the area. Officer responded, God, people take care of your freaking pets. And that's just, why would you even have animals if you don't take care of them and keep them safe? 3 in a row. It's 3 stray animals in a row. That's sad. Sad. All right. Enough griping here. I'm going to go to the 13th now, because that was the 12th. So now we've got the 13th. And we have got suspicious person circumstance off 600 block of West Pullman. Male keeps looking into stores in this area, looking over his shoulder to see if anyone is looking. That's suspicious, and that is something you need to check into, because that, someone's worried about someone looking at them. There's problems there. VIN number inspection, Southview, so at the cop shop. Requesting a VIN inspection. Officer responded, no report. Welfare check off Palouse River Drive. Request a welfare check for despondent female. Officer responded, no report. Now, there's a lot of calls in here right at this moment. I mean, there's always a lot of calls here, but this particular 900 block, there was an unaliving that happened there. The end, mid-November, I think, and I believe this is the significant other that's having a lot of issues. She's been having a lot of problems since then. So there's a lot of reports on it. I hope she gets help she needs. It's so sad. Non-injury traffic accident, East 6th Street and South Washington. Vehicle versus bike. Non-injury accident, blocking the alley. Officer responded, report taken. That's never good. But it happens, Not paying attention, just depends, could have been dark out. Was it 9? Let's see. No, that's in the morning, so it wouldn't have been dark. Okay, Okay, theft, 700 block of Campus Drive, reporting a theft that occurred 12/4/23. Report taken. A theft that occurred 12/4/23. 12/4/23. Well, let's go see. We'll go see what's on 12/4/23. If there's anything of interest. Just quick, like, although it's never quick, right? Okay. We've got unconscious person, when they're transported. That's Wallace Eatery. Civil calls, welfare check, non-injured. Okay. Suspicious person. Was told by the little brother that a male tried the RP slider door. Ew. That's off Hayes. There's lots of crazy stuff going off on Hayes and Orchard right now. Fraud, because of possible scam. Male, complaint of male following daughter in his car. Ooh. My God, look at this. Complaint of 4 out of 5 lug nuts were taken from the driver's rear tire. Holy crap. I mean, if that, like, someone driving down the road, if their tire were to come off like that, you guys. The kind of stuff that goes on in this town is so dangerous. I mean, the tires being slashed, we're talking lug nuts being taken off. That is so dangerous. Not only for the driver of that vehicle, but for people around it. Like if that tire were to come off and smash into another car, take that car out, that could take out another car if they swerved. I mean, it could be a huge cluster of accidents just from that alone. And it's just weird, the different things that go on. God, I don't know if I've read this one before. There's a rooster possibly dumped into their yard and was attacking her chickens. Jeez. God, Lord, I'll tell you. Yeah. Claimed of a mother screaming at her. Okay, I don't know. I don't see any thefts on this one, but we'll go ahead and go back to, was it the 13th? Yeah. Every time I do, I want to say Green Giant. I do not. Dun, 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 Green Giant. Okay. We've got theft from okay. Suspicious person circumstance. Complaint of a suspicious boxes left in the building. Officer responded, no report. Now that, after everything over there, I'd be very suspicious of boxes being left. Not good. I would be probably afraid to open a box for the rest of my life, to tell you the truth. Non-injury traffic, so that's South Washington and East 3rd. 2 vehicle non-injury, non-blocking crash. MPD responded, clear, no report. Now remember what I told you that I read. In fact, I'll have to find that. What it's on that I saw this on was a report of all the hazings and what happened during these hazings. The deaths in these hazings is what it was. And one of them was 2 girls, and it was a sorority hazing, of course. And what they were meant to do is they put them through these rigorous exercises all day, like, for hours and hours, and depleted them like of, water and things like that they needed, to, of course, replenish their body after doing all that, sweating and all that other stuff. But then poured a bunch of alcohol down their throat, and then they put them behind a wheel of a car and told them they needed to drift the car, like it's where you guys have seen those movies, the drifting movies where they have those little lowrider Hondas and they drift over in one and drift over. It's a talent. Like it's like a you have to learn to do that stuff. You don't just do that, especially when you're depleted of sleep, depleted of electrolytes, and then they pour alcohol down your throat and put you behind the wheel of a car. Well, anyway, 2 girls were killed, And so there's a lot, when I see a bunch of these traffic things like this, it makes me think that that's kind of what they're doing. There's a lot of really, it just is so crazy to me that people in this day and age will even fall for that, for one, with, having to be in a sorority or a fraternity, but that these people do this to them, that they force this on them. And I mean, I know they can say no, but it's, I don't know, being a kid, I mean, they're still kids, really, if you think about it. Anyway, so welfare check. So Lynn and Harold, Moscow PD responded for a welfare check. Clear, no report. Another welfare check off Polk, requesting check on patient who left without being seen. Ooh, okay, we got a VIN number check at the PD. Needs a VIN inspection for a Jeep Wrangler in PD parking lot. Clear, no report. Now that, Dylan owned a Jeep Wrangler, or last I saw she did. Welfare check, 300 block of East 2nd Street. Request check on elderly female wearing hospital gown in the area. Oh my gosh. So is this it right here where the patient left without being seen? So there's an elderly woman wearing a hospital gown in the area? Officer responded, no report. Fudge. Non-injury traffic accident. One World Cafe was just backed into by another vehicle. Both vehicles still on scene, not blocking, no report. That's good, they're still there. Citizens assist, East 6th and South Main. Vehicle ran out of gas and RP can't get the gas from the gas can into the tank. Parked in the 10 minutes parking spot. Officer responded, no report. That's happened to me before. I mean, when you're trying to get gas, I don't think I've only ran out of gas maybe once or twice. I mean, not 2 times. I don't even know if I can. Probably, maybe that much. No more than that. I'm very particular about getting gas in my tank, but I remember there was one time, it wasn't me, I was helping a friend, and oh my gosh, we could not get the gas in that tank. It was crazy. Ugh, we just were covered in it by the time we were done. It was nasty. Talk about migraine. Oof, instant migraine when I smell that. It was all over me. Ugh, gives me chills just thinking about it. Trespassing complaint, Cafe Artista. Male that continues to drive by and has come in the business 4+ times. RP would like to chat with an officer to find out what her options are. An officer advised, no report. Theft other. South Line Street, University of Idaho Commons. Bags and items taken. Bag was located, but tablet and drone are missing. Officer responded, report taken. Drone, you don't say, and tablet, you don't say. I wonder what was on that. Can't you save footage and stuff on drones, like with a tablet or within the drone itself? Pretty sure you can do that. That would be interesting. Disorderly conduct, 400 block of Pleasant Place. Mom has Alzheimer's and won't leave neighbor's residence. She is being violent. Law, fire, and EMS responded. Patient taken to Gritman, no report. Oh, that's so sad. That's so sad when they don't know, and they'll get violent because they don't even know where they're at. I mean, my grandma did that too, and that was like, oh my God, it was so sad. It was hard to deal with, and it would just get you, but when you really think about it, it's just sad as all get up. A sex offense, complaint of sex offense, officer responded, report taken. Gosh. So there's a lot of that. Now, this is interesting because there weren't a lot of reports prior to the Idaho 4, but now I don't know if they're just reporting them because they feel like they have to, and they're getting a little braver about doing it or whatnot. But there's been more. I mean, there's been so many more reports of these particular things happening. I hope she's okay. I mean, if it's a female, I'm assuming it is. I don't know. A civil calls, request to speak with an officer about a civil matter, no report. One after the other. So, it's not a few hours behind, so. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do the 14th. Okay, the 14th. So we got a noise complaint. 400 block of East 8th. Reporting music with loud bass. Woke up RP 5 minutes ago. Cannot see people. Well, par for the course. All right, here we got more gunshot sounds off Orchard. Report of 6 possible gunshots. Officer responded, no report. Was that Orchard, you guys, the last one? Where the person... let me look. Sorry, watch your eyeballs. I always forget to tell you guys that. Was it on the 11th? No, 12th. Orchard, it was. Domestic violence off Orchard. Okay, so more gunshots. So let's keep Orchard in mind here, because I have a feeling that Orchard's going to be on the radar here. Okay, suspicious person at Stinker Station. Reporting 2 males sitting by the Stinker Station in sweatshirts. Around there, anything would be suspicious these days, right? More gunshots at Public Avenue, which is right off of Orchard. So you've got Hayes turns into Orchard, then Hayes, and then Orchard, and then it curves off into Public Avenue. So reporting 5 boom sounds close together. Heard 30 seconds ago, nothing else heard. Units responded unable to locate. Harold Avenue, complaint of suspicious vehicle. Officer responded unable to locate the vehicle. Trespassing complaint, East 5th, Moscow Co-op. Store has been dealing with vandalism. The store has identified the suspect and they want him trespassed. Officer responded, no report. Well, that'd be interesting to see who that is. More gunshots. And this is Mountain View's right out there too. Around 2:15 this morning, heard about a half a dozen gunshots. Well, what time was the other one at? Gunshots. 4. Okay. Yeah, 2:15. So they're calling in late. So report about 6 possible gunshots. So they're reporting much later. Okay, heard about half dozen. Oh, that's interesting. Well, at least they reported it. Yeah, so it also turns in, if you go a little bit further, it turns down to Mountain View Drive. So I wonder if they're like traveling or the sound just carries that far throughout. I mean, I'm sure, that area out there probably carries, especially, in that time in the morning. Nothing else is, not a whole lot of traffic and stuff like that. So there's not a lot of that other noise in the background. So we got a suspicious person, South Home and West Park. Officer requested case, no report. Oh, West Park Elementary. That's never good. Stray animals, Polk in 6th. There's a brown goat wandering around, unknown if it is wearing a collar. Oh, goaties. Traffic hazard, South Main, Pepe Machinery, 35 miles per hour sign is obstructed by machinery parked at business. Officer responded, no report. Communication problem, Pintail Lane, 911 hang up from landline. Suspicious person, 200 block of East E. Last night someone jiggled tenant's doorknob and pulled on the door. Tenant did not see anybody. Officer responded, no report. There's a lot of that going on. There's slider doors being tried to get open. There's windows being broken. People are trying to do their non-injury traffic accident, Farm Road. RP is on the phone stating she accidentally took the mirror off of her neighbor's vehicle while pulling into parking space. Officer responded, no report. Well, that's seriously nice. More gunshots. Oh, wow. These people are reporting these quite late, right? This one was reported at 7:48 when it was 2:15 in the morning, and then this one is reporting it at 10:10 when it was at 2:17 this morning. They heard 6 gunshots around 2:17. RP thinks it sounded more like an explosion than gunshots. Well, and that's what the last person said up here, right? They said that a boom, 5 boom sounds close together. Heard 30 seconds ago. So boom is like an explosion, what they're saying up here. Wow. That is scary. Welfare check off Pullman Road. There is a family of 3 standing at the corner with a sign, and RP is concerned about the children. RP just wants to make sure the child is okay. It's so sad. Non-injury traffic accident, south block of Main, or 200 block of North Main. Wow, I screwed that one up, didn't I? States she hit a vehicle in the parking lot. Officer responded. No report. Got another accident, hit and run. Reporting a cold hit and run happened at the Target parking lot. I'm thinking a cold hit and run means that somebody hit and ran and took off, right? Cold hit and run, like later. So we've got abandoned vehicle off 900 block of East 1st. Black truck with a trailer has been sitting in front of his house for at least 10 days. Do not know who it belongs to, no report. How can someone let something like that sit in front of their house for 10 days and not say anything? That's what I want to know. Stray animals, North Main Street in Pintail. So that must be that goat. Animal problem, Brent. Someone was walking their dog not on a leash, and the dog just chased after the RP's cat. Dang it. Suspicious circumstance, West View Drive. Complaint of suspicious vehicle. Citizen assist. Female request to be transported home since she had derogatory remarks towards her. She did not want to walk home by herself. Officer responded, no report. Well, that's interesting. That's interesting. So, transported home. I wonder where she was being transported from, where those comments came from. Trespassing complaint, 5th Street, The Hive. Request to speak with an officer about trespassing an employee who was just terminated. The employee is not on scene. Officer advised, no report. Accident, hit and run. Police Empire Mall reporting someone hit his car while it was parked within the last hour. Well, that was probably the one up here where the girl said she hit the car, but she reported it, right? Okay, so citizen assist. Request to speak with the officer in person. That's at the Gritman Hospital. An unconscious person at Winco. Complaint of a male passed out in car. 20-year-old male. Not waking up. Breathing. Officer on scene. Law, fire, and EMS responded. No report. Traffic violation. Louder and Taylor. Saw a female who he thought was intoxicated get into her vehicle. Officer responded. No report. Simple battery. 100 block of East 4th. RP was taking garbage out and subject assaulted him. Said male hit him on his head. Officer responded and a report was taken. God, they're just running rampant over there, man. Jeez. They're like vicious. They're like all this pent-up anger or something. They just gotta unleash it. Man, all I picture is some guy running out and his arms are like flaying like around in a circle or something, you know? Like the Roadrunner's legs in the cartoons where they're just spinning, you know? That's how I picture these people's arms just going, because they don't know, because there's so much anger or whatever's pent up in them, they gotta get it out. It's just nuts. Traffic violation, 1400 block of White Avenue, Les Schwab. He saw that he thought, okay, I already read that. Oh, wait, no. So that's a female he thought was intoxicated, so that's a Taylor. Okay, so then we've got one up by the White. Okay, traffic violation, White, Les Schwab. Said he saw what he thought was an intoxicated driver. He was blowing through stop signs and swerving. Ooh. Noise complaint, 500 block of Queen. Complaint of loud music, stomping, and yelling. Has been going on since about 2,000 hours. Or 200, or 2, I don't know what that means. 2 o'clock afternoon or morning. Ongoing issue. Officer responded, no report. That is an ongoing issue. In fact, there's a lot of things that are going on with that 500 Queen that are sad. It involves a puppy and a male and a female, and it's not pretty. So, yeah, it's not good. Alright, let me go to the 15th. It's probably not a lot left on here. Yep, exactly. So we've got domestic dispute off a Ridge Road. Caller advised he hears female screaming for help. Sounded physical, heard stomping. Officer responded, no report. Domestic dispute. Northwood Drive. Complaint of dispute. Visitors are fighting in the other room. Heard some things get thrown. Officer responded and arrested a male. Report taken. Well, let's just go see who they arrested. Hold on. Look what it says on here. When I went to this to look it up, it said, you visit often. I've never seen that before. That's funny. Yes, I do. You visit often. They're tracking us, man, all the time. They're always tracking us. Can't get away with anything. Not that I would want to, but I just can't. Okay. So let's go all the way to the top here. Sorry about the eyeballs. Darn it, I always forget about that. So that was 12. What was that? 12. 13, right? Wait a second. Or 14. Was it 14? Wait a minute. So they already let this person out? Or they're not showing me everybody on here. I said all. Maybe that was it. Ooh, this guy scares me. So that's 12, 12, 12, 3, 12, 6. Wow. So they're not showing some people, right? See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Is that right? Hold on. They're not showing it right. Oh, maybe there's more on there now. This site's being weird. It's kind of blinking and stuff. 12, 12. Could be though that one. Well, so those guys have been in for a while. That's been in. That one looks like a new one. 1121. Oh, yeah, that's interesting. I haven't seen him much. That guy, he's back again. Let's see just which one has got a. Then you got Brian Murder, Probation, Elfkin. Aggravated battery. Maybe it was this guy, Randy Christopher Fruit. Aggravated battery. Oh, he's been in for a while though. They must have let them out already. Wow. In and out. Bing, bang, boom. Okay, well, that's that. Okay, well, that's that for right now. And, pretty some scary stuff going on around here. Scary. So I'll be posting this here shortly. Thank you for watching. Stay safe.